And then when you're coming to the Philippines, come with a lot of money.
So that you not be walampera.
So that you don't be around Pera. No, when you go to market now, you say, Kuya, Makano, the Kuya will take 1,000 and be like, hala, walang pera po. And the Kuya will tell you, go, 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 go.
So have your money if you want to enjoy the Philippines. Just make sure you have money. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Irene. If you're joining me for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have my friend here with me. Hello.
Hello.
You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Please can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone. Maganda umaga po, maganda hapon, maganda gabi, depending on what time you're watching this. Ako po si Aboto Chuku, isang nursing student ng galing sa Loma Colleges, Philippines. Ako rin po ay foreign student mula sa Nigeria, and it's a pleasure to be here, Miss Irene.
I was expecting you to introduce yourself in English and you did that in Tagalog. I can't even understand Tagalog. I just understood a little bit of what you said. Wow, how did you learn Tagalog so far?
Well, I learned through various means. Sometimes I will have to translate with my phone.
Wow.
Some other times I ask my Filipino friends. And yes, I'm giving a shout out to Ella, my classmate, because she has done a lot of training for me. Yes, and that's basically how I pick it up.
That means you have been long for in this country for so far for you to learn Tagalog. So because I've been here for 3 years, going to 4 years, and I can't even speak Tagalog. So how did you manage to do that?
Surprisingly, I've been here for just a year and a month, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
And I'll say it's just my passion for learning languages. I'm someone that is very passionate to adapt to people's culture, and you know, when you're adapting to someone's culture, it also includes their language, like their way of life generally.
Yeah.
So that is one way I was able to learn this part. It's just something I'm passionate about.
Wow. So you don't have any like challenges here, like language barriers, since you can understand Tagalog.
Yeah,
not that you are perfect, but
yes,
at least
I'll not say completely, but to a great extent. For instance, you can't insult me using Tagalog. You can't tell me ikata taulong or ikata tamatamu. I already know what you're saying, right? Or you can't tell me that I'm pangit because I know I'm so maganda.
wow, that's I think I'll come and take up a lesson. So how did you get to know about the Philippines?
Well, it was basically through a referral.
Ooh.
Of course, I before coming to this place, I knew that there was a country called Philippines, but
okay.
When I say referral, I mean what prompted me to come to the country. Yes, it was basically through a referral.
Wow. So what's it like being a black here in the Philippines? How is life so far?
Well, in all sincerity, life has been a mixture of ups and downs here in the Philippines, because like you have in every country, there are the nice ones and there are also the ones that will show you a bit of the bad side. So but generally I'll say it has been fun-filled. It has been so good, because I've learned a lot. You know, when you're in a country where you don't have any relative, you have to adapt, you have to even change, unlearn certain things, and relearn their culture. Because if you don't do certain things in certain way, it would be interpreted as being disrespectful. So I'll say that being in the Philippines has been a worthwhile experience.
Oh
yeah.
Wow. So since you came here, have you met any of the good Filipinos?
Yes, I have. I will start by saying that the good ones are very good. They are too good to a fault. I've seen a couple of them that are sacrificially good, you know, and I can go on and on to say my experience with them, but because of the time factor, I may not be able to give us a detailed information. But Yes, I've been able to experience good ones.
So let's ask one question. What about the bad people? Have you met
God.
them? Or have you encountered any racism here
Yes,
in the Philippines? Because
yes,
so many
yes,
people
yes, and
talk
yes.
about. So do you like sharing with us?
Of
Maybe
course.
someone might correct. You know, no one is perfect. Maybe someone is doing it out there. He or she might like to take correction.
You know, you can't even tell me there's a correction to be made. Like, bro, it is crystal clear that they are being discriminatory. How can you explain the fact that when a Filipino passes another Filipino, everything is okay, everything is normal, but when an African
or a black
pass by, they will be doing like this? Why? What is smelling? I am also a human being like you.
Yes.
The difference is just the skin color. So
yeah.
What is the explanation to that? Or what is the explanation to the fact that something that will be given to a Filipino, when it gets to your turn, it would be changed, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's an explanation to that. It is black and white. You cannot, there's nothing you can tell me on earth for me not to believe it is racism. Absolutely nothing.
So how do you overcome such challenges? Like, do you feel bad, do you cry, or you just like overlook it?
Well, when I came here, I felt bad, like the first few weeks that I experienced it. But over time, I encouraged myself that I'm the only one that can, you know, give people the permission to make me unhappy.
Yeah.
So, because if I don't think about your actions, you can't make me unhappy, right?
Yes. True.
So I just, whenever they are doing what they are doing, I'll be like, oh, you think I have your time, bro? You know, like that. Like,
yes.
You even behave like you don't know there's a human being there.
Side, yeah.
So that's what has kept me going.
So, well, that's nice. So why did you move to the Philippines?
I moved to the Philippines basically for studies. As a matter of fact, a nursing student, like I said a while back in my introduction. And for our viewers that don't understand Tagalog, I sincerely apologize. In my introduction, I briefly said I'm a nursing student in Loma Colleges, Philippines. Yeah, so it's studies that brought me to the Philippines. And
so hope you're enjoying your studies so far.
Of course, I'm enjoying it, but it's also stressful, like every other study should be. But in as much as it's stressful, it has not lost its relevance of inculcating knowledge in me.
Yeah,
I think that's the primary thing.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, why did you leave Nigeria to come to the Philippines to study? Is it that there is no good school in Nigeria?
Of course, there are a lot of good schools in Nigeria, but I just wanted to have a global perspective. I wanted to be part of a global community. And why I chose the Philippines specifically is because they are renowned for their high quality standards in nursing education. And aside that, their standards are universally accepted. That's why you see a lot of Filipino nurses all over the world, most especially Canada, the US, you know, because they have generally accepted standard. And I'm glad I'm here. Over the past few months that I've been in these Philippines, I've encountered a lot of medical and surgical cases, you know, and it feels fulfilling to practicalize what you're being taught, you know. So yeah.
Wow, that's nice. So what do you have to say about the weather here in the Philippines?
Oh my god, the weather here is so mainit. Oh god, it's so hot. Well, there are times that the weather is cool, but most times it's hot. Because
have you been to Baguio?
Yeah, oh, I've been to Baguio. I forgot Baguio. Okay, let me rephrase. Not every part of the Philippines is hot. Baguio is a city that you don't even need to make use of fan. You don't need to make use of aircon. When I went to Baguio, I dropped my table water on the floor, and by the time I went back to pick it, it was like I just brought it out from the refrigerator. I was like, wow, is this how cool this place is? So I think there's an exception to few cities in Philippines, but here in La Union, San Fernando City, Linsa to be precise, so the sun is scorching. It's really, that's why you have to always apply your sunscreen before going out to avoid sunburn.
So have you tried any Filipino food before?
Of course.
Do you like them? Or
I've tried a lot of Filipino foods and
we know
snacks.
Which one you tried?
The funny thing about it is that I don't usually remember all the names, but I've tried the popular chicken curry, though not a
There's
typical.
One food, say siliga. Oh, I've forgotten the name. Is this siliga or please, if you are just correct.
No, I
one Filipino is so popular. Maybe try. I'll just, if I get the name, I'll say
okay. Maybe I've eaten it, but the name, you know. So after I've had chicken curry severally. I'm starting with chicken curry because it's my favorite. So I've had chicken curry severally. I've also had chicken adobo.
Chicken adobo.
Yes, and for their dessert, I've had the buko salad and buko shake. You know that one?
Yeah, I know buko shake, but buko salad.
You don't know buko salad? No. Oh my God, you need to. It's like one of their favorite desserts for me. Yes, it's made with shredded coconut, fruit mix, condensed milk.
Where can I get that? In the market?
I don't know. I made mine. I had to. You know, my first test of it was through my neighbor, and afterwards I was like, I need to make this myself. So I had to go to YouTube, search for a complete tutorial, took down the recipe and purchased the items from the mall and the market respectively.
Wow.
So I've also tested kwek, toron, and a lot of even fish balls, but I don't like fish balls. I'm not a big fan of fish balls, but I like the toron and the kwek. These are the ones I can remember their names. I've tested a lot, but I don't remember all the names.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So what do you love most about the Philippines?
What I love most about the Philippines is they have this lifestyle of unity, because you know, if it's back home, by the way, I'm from Nigeria. I also said that in my introduction, so I'm saying it in English now for people that don't understand Tagalog. So back home, you know, you can just simply eat alone.
Yes.
Maybe others are busy or something. You just eat. But here in the Philippines, no matter how busy anyone is, they'll have to wait. Even if it's just one person, they'll have to wait for everybody to be free to come together. And one thing that I noticed about their unity is that it's so strong to the extent that after eating, you don't stand up from your seat. You will have to wait for others. Then you people can take away the plate together. That's if you're eating at home. But if it's in the restaurant, of course, you leave the plate for them. So I think that's the outstanding thing about the Philippines for me. And also they have a lot of resort centers, because it's I'll say it's a country that is located amidst big water bodies. So because of that, they have the advantage of different resort centers, different recreational centers, different tourism centers, and of course the people, those that are very nice are like 100%, and those that are I will not talk. Let us leave it at that.
Okay. So is there any cultural shock you experienced in the Philippines when you landed here?
There are lots of, oh my God.
We want to hear them. Give us. So,
the first cultural shock is seeing old people, also old enough to be my grannies, but they are the ones to sweep the compound in the morning. You know, you don't dare try that in Africa. Like, who are you?
She's awake.
Who are you?
I wake up, everywhere is neat. I'll be like,
like, you don't try it in Africa. How will you be sleeping and your mother, top of your grandmother?
Yeah.
So you know, that was one. I even had to ask my classmates, why is it that your parents and your grandparents are the ones sweeping the house early in the morning? And then she told me that, oh, they just use it to do exercise since they are not working, so they use it to. I was like, you can't try that in my country. You know,
it has benefits, because you know, staying one place might cause a lot of sickness, but them exercising and staying just one place and assuming you are old, you shouldn't do this.
True.
So it has advantage and disadvantage.
True. Another cultural shock I had in the Philippines is their greeting. You know, the typical African man be like, good morning sir, good morning ma. Even to say the good morning without adding sir and ma is already like disrespect.
It's as if you're rude.
Yeah, saying good morning is like maybe you're greeting your peer, someone within your peer group.
Yeah, you just say good morning.
But how can you wake up and tell your mommy, hello mom? you say, or when you wake up, you will not even greet. Then when you're about to leave, you say, ma, money for snack,
money for lunch.
You know, so all these things, like, you know, when they're doing it like this, because you're shocked. You're shocked.
Yeah.
So that is another culture. Then this one, I don't know what to call it, but I don't know how to explain that. You're in tertiary institution, but nothing, like, you're not showing energy, like you're not energetic, because you see people in tertiary institution, they do absolutely nothing. What do I mean that they do nothing? Like in terms of doing the laundry, doing the cooking, doing the whatever thing it is, you know, that people within the age group should be seen doing. So the lifestyle is more like, oh, go to school, mommy and daddy, they're at home to do all of those things. Like, it should be the other way around. Maybe because of where I'm coming from, that's the mindset. But yeah, it's the normal thing for them. So these are the ones I can remember.
So final question, what advice will you give to someone that is planning to come to the Philippines to study? To study nursing?
Okay, one advice I'll give you is, Philippines is not for the weak. If you're weak, don't dare come here. This is an advice coming from a wise lady. If you're weak, don't come here. But if you think you can be resilient enough to cope with the stress, of course, Philippines is a very nice country for nursing, especially because they have comprehensive curriculum that aligns with the universal standard of nursing. So I would say, coming here, you should expect a lot of cultural shocks, a lot of, well, let me not say a lot of racism, but you should expect to be discriminated. Yeah, you know, be open-minded to, okay, this person can behave like this, this person can behave like this, and maybe to them they are not being racist, but there are some actions that is obvious that this is racism. And it's just a call to Filipinos and people all over the world to learn to adapt to people easily, because it's not easy for someone to be in a country that is not his or her own country already, and you're adding more stress to the person by being discriminatory. And then when you're coming to the Philippines, come with a lot of money,
so that you not be walampera.
So that you not be walampera. No, when you go to market now, you say, kuya, makano? The kuya will take 1,000 and be like, hala, walampera po. And the kuya will tell you, go.
So have your money. If you want to enjoy the Philippines, just make sure you have money.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm so
Thank
glad
you.
to have you on my channel. It was very fun having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So guys, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in our next video. Bye.
Yes guys, subscribe. Bye.